or not he wants to continue living it. Teddy must transfer the funds before the next morning or Franklin will kill them. Teddy tells Franklin to be sensible, as if anything has been fair, reasonable, or sensible. But that's not the only issue. Teddy and Franklin have been playing by two separate sets of rules throughout their time together, and Teddy is unable to imagine things any other way. Teddy, who has stood in for the government and the man as a whole during the entire series, is unable to accept his situation without a fight. Teddy speaks to Sissy and Franklin as though they would always be inferior to him and their lives are unimportant in comparison to the greatness of his America, even though the possibility of death is staring him in the face. Do you really truly grasp the agony and anguish your actions have caused? Sissy questions him once she notices it first. Or do you just see it as movements on a chessboard? Teddy attempts to understand what she is talking about, but she explains it to him by saying that he is a government official who is flooding the streets with cocaine. Teddy asserts, "You cannot hold that against me if these crackheads lack the self-control to refrain from endangering their lives. What planet do you inhabit?" Then he has the audacity to attempt to demonize her by inquiring as to her activities aside than laundering Franklin's money. Sissy, who is unable to tolerate Teddy's contempt, gives up on trying to reason with him and makes the following vow to him. "I can only find comfort in knowing that you will die here, and you will never touch a member of my family again." Teddy's intellect cannot process anything that does not fit with his views, which is obnoxiously clear. It's impressive how the writers of this episode developed this relationship through Franklin and Teddy's dialogues, starting with their individual disagreements before moving on to bigger themes. Teddy resists Franklin's repeated attempts to torture him into providing his account details by depriving him of water and making him play Russian roulette. But Teddy is aware of how desperately Franklin wants his money. They discuss their past during the torture, starting with the time Teddy